Cup finals. Oh, and there's also a lot of news going on out there in the world. Yeah, that's right. That did happen, and now it's over. Okay. From this hell we call Earth, it is the news, Trent.
Yeah, and I hope that toilet. I hope the Lightning's performance doesn't get flushed down the toilet after tonight's game. But.
Well, so far they're struggling, down 4-2. Do you think 9 days off might have something to do with that, Trent? We were talking about that before the game, and I didn't think it would matter. And you could still say it doesn't matter. You could say, well, the Rangers are just playing really good at home tonight. And they've been a good home team. You look back to that Carolina Hurricane series, every team won the home game until Game 7. So Rangers have been good at home in the postseason so far.
Absolutely, yeah. It should be relatively interesting for sure. And I don't know for sure. I'll get more into it definitely as the night goes on. But you talk about my concern was a little bit, but this would have been, and I'm talking like it's over. It's not over, but
it's not over.
Game 1 would have been a great one. It should be, if they're able to do it, would be a great game to steal. And the reason I say that is because the Rangers have had only 1 day's rest, and the Lightning have had the playoff experience, so they've had rest, and they know how to deal with rest during the playoffs. I think it's a combination of both the Rangers playing well and the Lightning, kind of being a little sloppy with the puck at times, kind of getting out of their own zone. They're slow at getting out of their own zone. They're slow in getting into the Rangers zone, which is causing them to give up several goals. But they're only down 4-2 right now. If they keep if they put the pedal to the metal and play the hockey that they played against the Florida Panthers, then they got it covered. But in terms of the overall outlook of the series, I will touch more on that when we get on the sports. But it's going to be a little bit of an interesting show with us kind of breaking in with scores, especially during the third period. And I hope it's an eventful third period.
And in much more important and serious news, Kansas police identify poopatrator who defecated in a Wichita beauty store.
Oh, my gosh.
A poopatrator, Trent. It's such an epidemic of public pooping in this country that they've literally created a word called poopatrator. I think it's in the dictionary now.
Didn't they get that from perpetrator?
It's a poopatrator.
Okay.
It is a play on words, Trent, but what I'm telling you is that it is now actually a word in Webster's dictionary.
Do you use it often? Is that going to be your new term?
Poopatrator?
Yeah.
It's possible. It could be something. It could be a reoccurring theme on this show, the poopatrator. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's important. I like that, though. Poopatrator. Okay. Trent,
okay.
Police in Wichita released photos of a woman who they believe destroyed 8 different wigs. How dare she? Through her actions at the store on May 10th, authorities say the woman defecated, and again, I'm pretty sure that means she pooped, in the middle of the aisle where the wigs were located.
Ugh.
So, I don't know what the motivation is here. Let's read on, shall we, Trent, to see if a motivation...
Well, I'd like to know.
Yeah. Generally, we all know what the motivation for pooping is. You got to go, right? There's a feeling, and in this case, I'm not so sure. The Wichita Police Department said that the woman entered a beauty supply store on May 10th and defecated in the middle of the aisle. The department's Facebook account joked, "We've already confirmed that this is not Amber Heard." So that was their big joke because she pooped in the bed and all that, right? So
yes, yeah,
that's what they're talking. And apparently, it was open mic hour on Facebook with comments such as the police department. They said this might be one of those cases that stick with us. Okay, I don't get that one so much, but that was their sly response, Trent. It's a unique case.
It's bad whenever you have an open mic night on Facebook. But
that's reserved for Twitter, not
Yeah,
Facebook.
Exactly. You need it on Twitter. I like Twitter. I use it occasionally.
Yeah.
But
Nobody uses Facebook anymore, Trent.
I mean, I do, but
Well, you just
I'm old
my whole
school.
theory.
Is Facebook considered old school now?
Facebook is, I think Facebook is considered to be for old people, and other things like Twitter and what's the other one? Instagram, TikTok. That's for young people. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any interest using Instagram or anything.
You don't dance on TikTok, Trent?
No, I'm not on TikTok.
You don't got the moves?
Nah, I don't do that. My luck, I would take a picture and it would do something with like the wall of my house instead of taking a picture of my face or something.
Well, you should get that camera up, try to bust a move a little bit. You never know, you might create quite a stir.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen if you posted a video on TikTok, and do you think it would go viral?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm such a great dancer. I don't think it would stand out so much. It'd be like, oh, look at this guy. He's a world-class dancer. So what? I think it would be better if I was a bad dancer. Then I could.
I could just see that right now. People, video goes viral. A bad dancer on TikTok.
Bad dancer makes headlines for being bad. Well, I'm going to stick in the poop arena, Trent, and I'm going to talk about unique beers, but these unique beers are made from human urine. Human urine, Trent.
You mean urine?
Oh. Wait, they're talking about pee?
Yo, pee. P-E-E. Yeah, it sounds urine. It sounds like urine.
Oh, excuse me. Urine. Unique beers are made from human urine. Would you drink that, Trent? Would you drink urine beer?
Depending on what the name of it is.
Wait, it's the name matters?
No, I mean the name doesn't necessarily. I mean it just depends.
What if I told you, here, Trent, have a 12-ounce. Here, Trent, here's a pint, and the Rangers score to start the third period. 30 seconds into the third period, 5-2 Rangers. If there was any doubt. Oh my! Yeah. Sorry, Trent. You were having all that fun, and I just brought you down.
Nah, stuff happens.
You want to tell the people about how you feel?
No, I'll save that.
Okay. but how about so back to the pea beer? Yeah, if I told you, here, Trent, have this pint of pea beer, would you drink it?
No, I would not.
All right. So and what about it if I told you, here, Trent, have a pint of this electric awesome beer? Would you try it?
I'm not a big beer guy, to be honest with you, so I don't know. I mean, you never know. I'm always up for trying stuff, but probably not when it comes to beer. I like.
You wouldn't try electric awesome beer?
Electric awesome beer? No,
yeah, that's the name
not.
of the beer. I'm trying to, because you said it's about the name, so I'm trying to figure out what the name of the beer.
Electric awesome beer? No, yeah. I would not try.
You would not try electric awesome.
It sounds too corny to me.
What would be a cool name for a beer that you would drink?
If it was like the manly beer,
manly beer. That's actually, damn, you're good.
Yeah, I know. If it was a manly beer, yeah, I would probably try it.
There are like 30 different brewers out there that are like, shit, why didn't I think of manly beer? It's the best name for a beer ever. Try my manly beer. So, okay, manly. Trent, I approach you. I say, here's some manly beer. It's really good. Oh, but it's made from human urine. Would you still drink it?
I'd be out. Nope. No. Human urine? I don't think so.
I think I would drink any urine beer as long as I was assured it's not urine from someone I know, because then that would just be weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to drink Trent beer, but if it's somebody I don't know, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't drink my beer.
So here you go. So this is beer made from urine. Not only that, Trent, but people also drink and like it. This is something that people like, and I'm pretty much shocked by that. But as you know, beer is usually prepared from fruit and barley water. But new experiments going on. Recently, a unique beer has launched in Singapore. It's called New Brew. It's being prepared from sewage water. Even after this beer is being said to be eco-friendly, New Brew is prepared from a special type of liquid. In this, the water and waste of the drains are recycled, and the beer is made by filtering. The name of this particular liquid is Nevada. This beer is made of about 95% of new water, which I guess is this filtered water made from sewage pee. Purpose of making this beer is to create awareness about water problems, apparently. So at the moment, beer from urine is making headlines all over the world, including on the Super Radio Brothers. All the parameters have been taken care of in terms of safety and making it, in terms of the way this beer is becoming a topic of discussion all over the world. This beer can be seen not only in Singapore, but also other parts of the world. So a lot of, I didn't know this, Trent, but apparently, according to this article, a lot of people are talking about pea beer.
I'm sure it sounds like a new trend.
It's a new trend. It's a new trend, and it's not just about pea beer. Okay, a pea's a huge thing. Right now, Michigan researchers are using pea as fertilizer for plants.
Whoa.
I used to think that only poop would work as fertilizer. Now apparently pee works too. So that now I'm peeing all over the place on my property, dude.
Well,
I mean,
at least you have it from both ends.
I'm peeing right now.
Oh, so, I bet.
Yeah,
I can hear it in the background.
Yeah, it's going on. So I just don't want to disturb you, but this is something that hey, is going to make my plants grow. I'm going to pee on them. So
yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
This is science. To continue the pee science, this is the pee show, Trent. Okay, urine show. Did you know dolphins identify family and friends by tasting their urine? And it's not even beer, it's just urine?
Whoa.
Yeah. This is
You're
real.
Kidding.
No. Me kid? Are you kidding?
No, not you.
Researchers have discovered that dolphins identify family and friends by tasting their urine. So, and you know, it's not the only thing. I also heard recently that humans identify each other by tasting urine. So through drinking beer. So it's something that's happening, dude.
Without question. But yeah,
that's all the pee I got, Trent. That's all the pee I got.
Well,
I got more actual pee, but story wise, I could pee, but
yeah. Well, that TMI. But yeah,
Did
we
you just
got
hear the
another
newscast. There's never enough information, Trent.
Yeah. So
Shesterkin, Igor Shesterkin. Right now, who's on the Trent? The Tampa Bay Lightning have been on a power play for the past 2 minutes. They have not scored. 9 seconds left on the power play.
I know they're not scoring at all right now.
Not happening.
It's bad. 5-2 in the third period. But okay, while they're on the power play, we can talk about this.
Okay.
According to the Conrad Public School District in Conrad, Montana, there's an old law on the books that stipulates that a school principal is responsible for feeding and tending to a horse if a student rides a horse to school. On May 23rd, WTHR TV reported that 12 students at Conrad High School put the statute to the test, riding their horses and leaving them in the care of Principal and Raymond DeBruiker throughout the school day.
Well, how about if I brought my dog to school? Maybe someone could feed my dog.
I mean,
how old is this law? Do we know? This sounds like something that was around in the 1800s. A horse is a horse, of course, but nobody, blah, 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 blah. So, of course, unless, of course, the famous Mr. Ed. You ever see that show, Trent? Mr. Ed?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Mr. Ed. Yep, absolutely. Yep, I've seen Mr. Ed. I wish
Mr. Ed was my horse and he took me to school.
The story goes on to say that the principal had no time to comment because he was in the middle of taking care of the horses, and that's all he cared about.
Dude, with gas prices today, I'd think I should take a horse to work.
Oh yeah, you can take it to work.
You could probably get a bike right now for the price of a tank of gas. You know what I'm saying?
If you had to be in the studio by this coming Monday, you would have to leave like right about now while we're doing this show in order to get there on time.
On horse? Nah.
Yeah,
we get there. You know, we get there. We're talking about 15-minute drive. I guess becomes something like an hour or so. I think that horse will get there. Yeah. I think that horse will get there.
We'll see.
I wonder what is more expensive these days, getting a tank of gas or feeding a horse.
I wonder how many pee breaks he's going to have along the way.
Well, you know, they could walk while they poop. I've seen it. So it's not going to slow it down much. That's pretty talented. I can't poop while I walk. I could try, but it would be weird.
I would hate to see the end result of that.
That would be good. That would be kind of dirty. Yeah, that's messy. That's messy.
Yep.
Trent, I am a big fan of the Guinness World Records. You know, I think they're extremely fascinating. Some are useless, but some are world-changing. And I don't have one of those right now. This is pretty weird. A Frenchman bungee jumps from a Scottish bridge 765 times in 24 hours. In 24 hours, Trent. And let me tell you something right now. There's no way this man is the same after that. It's got to be a tragedy, or he's going to become a serial killer. Or something's got to be really wrong in his head at this point to jump off a bridge 765 times in 24 hours. There's clearly got to be something wrong with him after doing that. You're not the same person after doing that.
Yeah, no, 765 times. Yeah. That's like how can you jump off so many times and not have how can you not land wrong, or how can you could have the perfect jump the first few times, but next thing you know, just one lapse of balance and one lapse of judgment, if you will, could hurt you for life.
He's got it, and he beat the previous record of 430 jumps. And Trent, I have an announcement to make. Maybe next week I will break my own record of 0 jumps. I'm going to get out there and get one one bungee jump. Why not? Bucket list thing. I'm going to jump off a bridge.
Where are you going to go to do it?
Do they have bridges in Florida? I gotta figure it out. I gotta pick one.
Yeah. You got to go figure. Yeah, it's hey, you did go across a bridge, didn't you? Whenever you were in Tampa, you went across one of those high bridges.
It's not very high though, the ones. It seemed like I would just jump in the water,
Yeah, you would. Yeah, the Gandy Bridge, the Howard Franklin Bridge. You got so many down there in Tampa that you were amongst it all.
I was
down there.
I saw it all. And not once did I think about jumping off of one of the bridges. But,
don't do that.
Yeah, but now I am. This is a thought in my head, and I'm going to do it for humanity because it's very important to break these boundaries, and maybe it'll help me learn something about myself, Trent, to jump off a bridge. What do you think?
Obviously, why not?
I'm not bungee jumping. So
yeah,
what else you got there?
Okay, well, a man in Japan. Identified as Tokoi, that's his name.
Good name.
And I'm sorry, not Tokoi, Toko.
Wow, Trent, it's turning into a massacre. I'm sorry to say, it's 6-0 Rangers now, 6-2 Rangers now.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's over. I'm sorry.
So only game one, as you said. Only game one.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody expected this type of performance to start off the series. But it's definitely. If I'm John Cooper and the Lightning at this point, you're not coming back from four goals down. You got to look at the big picture. You got to pull Vasilevsky. You got to pull some starters. I think at this point to get yourself rebound and get yourself ready for game 2.
Yeah, right now Vasilevsky has 27 saves and 6 have gone through, and surprising. Because we know the Rangers aren't a great defensive team. Shesterkin's only faced 28 shots. He saved 26 of them.
Yeah,
we saw the Rangers in a game against the Penguins give up 70 shots on goal. So
I know.
Pretty surprising that Tampa Bay has generated so little action in front of the New York net.
Yeah, but then again, excuse me. Then again, you have to you got to look at also.
Are you okay, Trent? Did you take losing makes Trent sleepy? Just so you guys know, there's an allergy to it, and when his teams, tell them, Trent. Whenever I've been talking to Trent when the Rays are playing and they lose and he just knocks out. It's amazing. He just falls asleep right there on them. Trent. Are you
Might
still
as
there?
well. Might as well. Yeah, I've been falling asleep on the phone. You'll hear me, the Rays are losing 5-1.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, and then you'll hear nothing but snoring. You'll
Strike
hear
3, and that's the final night of the ninth inning. he's done.
Yeah. Well, shoot, that's okay. They'll come back, but the thing is with the Lightning, the Rangers have had momentum because they've been playing, and when you're hot, sometimes taking a few days off can actually hurt you, believe it or not. And we expected going in that there would be a little rust, but maybe there's more than anticipated, and the Lightning have got to get back to fundamentals, and they have to try to pick up where they left off against the Panthers and stuff like that. But hey, look, it's only game 1. We'll see what happens. I just hope John Cooper's smart about it for the next 10 plus minutes in the third period. I hope he kind of takes some guys out, gives them some rest, and gets them ready for game 2. Because after the Lightning will not suffer back-to-back losses, and I'm going to go ahead and say that right now.
Oh, bold statement.
They will not suffer back-to-back losses. They are going to steal one at MSG.
All right.
And
I would take it even further, Trent, to say that hey, Tampa Bay Lightning fans, nothing to worry about. This series is going 7. Every single series the Rangers plays in, every single series that the Rangers play in goes 7 games. So this is just the beginning, of course.
Yeah, the thing is, like the Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Rangers and the Hurricanes, they had to come back from several pretty significant deficits to win those series. So could you say that they are the comeback kids?
All right. So I'm sorry, Trent. I've once again interrupted your news story with another Ranger goal. That's got to be rough. So please pick up where you left off. Where were we?
Is it 7-2?
It's 6-2. No, it was not another Ranger goal there.
Okay. You scared the living daylights out of me. Okay, good.
There's still 14 minutes left in this game, so who knows?
Yeah, okay. Where am I start? Okay, I got it. According to the Conrad Public, no, I'm sorry, no, never mind. That was a failure, a producer failure. I had just read that story.
Damn producer!
Yeah.
Let's get him.
Let's see. A man in Japan identified as Toko has spent almost $16,000 to make himself look like a collie, fulfilling his dream of depleting his savings.
What? A collie?
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Like the dog collie? Like what's a collie?
It did not identify, but I'm assuming that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Lassie, because Lassie was a collie.
A collie? Yeah.
You need a lot of hair, shaggy hair. I can see how it could cost $16,000 to make yourself look like a collie.
Well, he wanted to deplete his savings in one fell swoop.
Well, good for him. You got to do what makes you happy. What can I tell you? It might be something that's weird to me, but if it I think I've done this before, but I'll say it again. In the great words of Sheryl Crow, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad, Trent. You're ready. 3, 2, 1. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Man, I'm a good singer. Did you enjoy that, Trent? That was for you. No, I did. I did not enjoy that. I'm sorry to report. Sorry to be as honest as I am, but I did not. That was a little scary. More. I'll be thinking about it tonight when I sleep. Have nightmares and everything. And all of a sudden I'll hear it makes you happy. I'm gonna be in your head.
I know.
I've
terrible.
ruined that song for the rest of your life now. Every time you hear it, you're gonna hear me singing it.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm
And
sorry,
nobody
because
wants
it's a
to.
good song. I'm sorry I ruined that song for you. I really am.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear you sing. I'm sorry, but
Uh, I used to think that people would pay to hear me sing.
how many do you think people would come from miles around to hear you sing?
Yeah, yeah, from miles and miles and miles. Like,
Maybe what, a half mile?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe if they lived
Yeah.
down the block, you know. Yeah,
Yeah. Your neighbor would come over and have a beer with you and listen to you
yeah.
sing. So
I'll sing to
that's
anybody. I'm gonna go to the supermarket and sing just so that people can hear me. That's what
you'll
I
be one of
do.
those guys that stands outside of Publix or Walmart and just starts singing. And you should bring like an amplifier, bring a microphone out there, just start singing, and maybe people stop. Maybe people stop and listen to you and cheer you. And there could be others flipping you the bird.
I only play the cowbell, so I don't need an amplifier. It's,
Oh, okay.
It's just my voice and the cowbell, and I go at it.
Very interesting. So the no matter what key you're singing in, the cowbell is going to follow suit.
It's a unique style, you know. I'm a unique artist. It's what I do.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, it's he wanted to. This is a costume apparently of like a long-haired dog, and he said,
yeah,
he said that
collie,
he wanted
Trent Lassie, yeah.
Yeah, he said. By the way, it took him 40 days to build this collie, and it said that he appreciates long-haired dogs, so that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make sure that they were revived. So,
Trent, you ever heard of Lassie?
Oh yeah, I used to watch it all the time. It was a TV series.
Lassie's a hero. Everybody wants to own a collie after watching Lassie. Come here, boy. Yeah. And Lassie somehow understood English, you know, and could speak. You know, and everybody would understand the dog. Like, someone's in trouble, Lassie? We got to go help them?
Yeah, we got to go help them. Somebody's
show.
In trouble. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that. That was one of my, that wasn't my go-to, but I definitely watched that series as a kid.
This guy must be, what was his name? Oki?
Toko.
Toko must be a huge Lassie fan. Definitely.
He must be. Yeah.
He should be a collie. It's a beautiful dog. It looks like it sheds, though. Might be a problem. Looks like it sheds. Yeah. And now you shed, too, because now you're a collie, you know. So it's a problem.
Lightning fans don't shed tears tonight. That's all I ask.
Well, it's only game one, Trent. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, Trent. It's game one.
You're not going to have me talk. Now, if this was an elimination game, that would be sad.
I know you probably won't want to do the show and watch the Lightning game again because it seems like bad luck, maybe. How would you feel? I'm the type of fan, Trent, something like that happens, there's no way I'm doing this again because I look at it as bad luck.
We keep records of pretty much everything, and this would make me 1-1 while doing the Super Radio Brothers and watching a Tampa Bay Lightning game because the game against the Florida Panthers, that was what, game 2.
That's a good point, yeah.
A couple weeks ago, Andre Palat scored. Andre Palat. Yeah, he scored the winning goal for the Lightning with like 0.3 seconds left, and the Lightning ended up winning the game by a 2-0. Or was it 2-0? No, it was like 2-1 or something like that. I can't remember.
It was tied late, and they hit that goal.
Yeah, it was 2-1.
3 seconds left.
It was 1-1, and they ended up winning 2-1.
Yeah.
But hey, look, that's we'll see. So I had to transition from the Lightning to talk about collies. That's what that was.
Oh, that's fantastic. A collie man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Trent, how about this dude? 78-year-old California man walked across the stage along his high school's class of 2022. You know, he finally graduates. He finally gets his diploma.
Hold on, that doesn't add up. 78-year-old man graduating in 2022.
Well, you know, sometimes he might have started school a little late, but no, that's not why here. 60 years. He receives his diploma 60 years after he was prevented from graduating over $4.80 fee for not returning a library
My
book.
great-grandparents were married longer than he waited to receive his diploma.
I don't know how it takes so long. He said, over the years, I complained to my kids a number of times about how $4.80 kept me from having my diploma. Why didn't he just go to the school and give them $5? Pick up his diploma.
I don't know.
Why did it take 60 years?
And I understand where he's coming from, because a lot of times when, at least whenever I was before I went to the school for the deaf and blind, before I went to public school, and every time you checked like books out from the school library, they make you you have like a certain amount of time where you can have it before you have to either take it in to renew it, or you have to take it in to return it. But and if you don't turn it in on time, you have fees that build up. Well, apparently he didn't turn his book in on time, so it was like a $4.80 fee, and they said, "Okay, we're not going to let you graduate until you turn this thing in." So
I wonder what book it was.
I don't know. I would hope it'd be worth every penny. Well, it's definitely not now, especially whenever
you probably never finished reading it. That's why you just hold on to it. You hope you get to it.
Yeah, I wish the stories would tell us. I wish this would tell us what book it was, so we can make a judgment as to whether it was worth it or not.
That's true. There would definitely be a clear answer there if it was worth it or not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, $4.80. Finally, 60 years later, he gets his diploma at the age of 78. Unbelievable. That happened back in 1962. He couldn't get his diploma. Amazing. And by the way, he accepted the diploma, the exact same diploma that was locked away 60 years ago in a filing cabinet. So
whoa,
pretty amazing when you consider that. You have any more stories, Trent, for our news segment?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just pull another one up here. If you give me 1 second.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So,
Florida. That was my time filler for Trent to find this story. I thought it was
Florida International University. This will be the last one on my end. Florida International University recently published a 3-year study of bonefish living off the South Florida coast that might make you rethink your entree order.
Ooh,
the fish they studied averaged 7 pharmaceutical drug, with one containing 17 different substances. ClickOrlando.com reported. Jennifer Rehage said that the drugs are entering the fish through the wastewater systems, including blood pressure medicine, antidepressants, and antibiotics and other pain relievers.
So basically, all this stuff is getting flushed down the toilet, and the fish are consuming it.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, so that's why they always tell you, if you have any other if you have medicine, then
go eat fish, because they eating it in the sewer.
Yeah, don't flush it down the toilet, whatever you do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's not good, right? You're not supposed to flush medicine down the toilet, because then you're going to get the fish high.
Because during drug take-back day, they make you take it somewhere, and in order to do that. You don't flush it down the toilet because it ruins the environment.
Yeah, you don't want to get the fish high. That's dumb. That's
so
dumb.
bad.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Those fish,
they're
freaking innocent. And you know what else is innocent, Trent?
What?
A piece of art. And finally, what an interesting ruse here. A man.
By the way, do you like art?
Do I like art? Well, it depends on what type of art you're talking about.
Do you like physical art? Do you like sculptures and things like that?
Sure. I mean, usually if it's a painting of a bunch of dogs playing poker, I'm really into it. Or anything that shows food, donuts, stuff like that. I get into it. I could look.
How about Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And in the words of Bob Dylan, Mona Lisa must have had the highway blues. You can tell by the way she smiles. So I'm just saying, a man disguised as an elderly woman in a wheelchair, Trent, smeared cake across a piece of glass that protects the Mona Lisa at Paris's famous Louvre Museum, and was sent for a psychiatric evaluation. Authorities, they had to send, because why would you smear cake on the Mona Lisa? Luckily, it had bulletproof glass, but witnesses, Trent, they said he was trying to smash that glass, and eventually gave up and just put cake on it. So,
Oh man,
yeah, that's what
how
he did.
dare you do that to a memorable, one of a kind piece of art in the Mona Lisa?
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible. It's well, I think one of the things is just the history behind it, and of course that it was Leonardo da Vinci, who's such a mysterious, amazing, a scientist and artist, one of those really incredible guys in human history. Anything created by him, to see that with your own eyes is, I think, what makes it special. And yeah, the Mona Lisa is one of those pieces of art. Well, here you go. Painted by Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa, believed to have been created between 1503 and 1506, considered by many to be the world's most famous and most visited work of art. Bulletproof glass was placed over the painting after 2 attacks in 1956, when it was splashed with acid and chipped with a rock. Now, why would people attack this piece of art? I don't get it, Trent.
I don't either. That's you have to preserve the classics, and that, folks, is
the
classic.
Mona Lisa. Every time I see the Mona Lisa, I hear a voice in my head, and it goes, "Oh, it's the Mona Lisa! How grand!" Does that make sense? That's what I hear. That's
no,
the voice
it makes
I hear
no
in my
sense.
head. Yeah, no. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense to me and my dog. That's the voice I hear in my head when I see the Mona Lisa. Oh, hello, Trent. It's the Mona Lisa. Maybe I'll do. Can I do the rest of the show with that voice? I'm really into it now.
I'd rather you not. But thank you.
What? You should enjoy the voice, Trent. It's a new me. As a matter of fact, oh, Trent.